I spent 30 years plus working at the laboratory. I was a plutonium machinist. I machined plutonium for many years. I machined americium. I had to machine components to very stringent specifications and tolerances, which required me to spend a lot of time because of the quality of the product. Quality is something that takes a lot of time, and time is exposure. Well, I felt like if there was a problem, I would have been notified, and I went on to do my job without spending a lot of time wondering whether I was getting abnormal exposure or not, because my job was pretty intricate and I had to concentrate on doing my work. That's what I did. I didn't really know exactly everything that I feel I needed to know, because I don't think anybody else did. I don't undermine the laboratory or supervisors or anyone. I think that we were all lacking a lot of knowledge of what the exposures were, the materials that we were working with. I think we knew what they were, but we didn't really know what the consequences were from spending all the time with them. There was times when flow systems would fail, contamination would go airborne into our work area, we would get contaminated, and I'm not speaking about only me, but everyone in the area, and we would end up in a special shower nearby, scrubbing down and removing contamination with a health physicist monitor standing outside and checking you and until you got a clean reading, and then you went back to work or you went home and hopefully you were clean. I think about at least 90% of the people that I worked with at the plutonium plant have died of cancer. Not all of them were machinists, but they worked in my immediate area. I wasn't really concerned about exposure that I might have had until and that's because I didn't give it any thought, until I was diagnosed with cancer around April of '97. I had been feeling run down and tired, and my bones were very painful, and I went for a physical at my doctor's, and they diagnosed me with cancer of the cecum, and after all the diagnosis was done through the specialists and all, they determined that I had had it for approximately 2 years. I had a grapefruit-sized tumor in my gut, the area of the cecum. The system, I don't feel, is there to help us. They seem to just put us off and not really be willing to help us. And we get nowhere. And I'm talking about a lot of people. I know that intentionally they have created obstructions, and they hope that you get discouraged by not responding, and by giving you negative responses in hopes that you'll just go away or die, and that's what's happening. I was diagnosed with cancer, and I came home on disability, and that's what my retirement is, being disabled. And after a long career, which I felt was a good career, I have to live from check to check, and I have a lot of difficulty just being able to afford my medications. There's times when I skip them because I don't have enough money to pay for them. I don't think that having to deal with bureaucracy to be able to afford your survival And your life, after getting through something like what we've been through, should have to be something that you have to fight for.